Well, Sky News has obtained access to extraordinary live radio interactions between fighter jets in Taiwan's air defence identification zone. It provides a unique insight into the tension playing out between China and the island nation.
We set off before dawn to Taiwan's most southern tip, a remote, windy place with a rare insight into a potentially perilous standoff. From this car, Robin Su listens in. Live communications between two air forces at odds. This voice is Taiwanese, with a direct, robust warning to approaching Chinese jets. So that was a live recording of Taiwanese military control talking to a Chinese fighter plane.
Yeah, into the southwest ADIZ.
Wow. Taiwan is self-governing, but China sees it as its own. These flights apply pressure, and they're daily. Chinese pilots are heard more rarely. This one recorded warning off an American aircraft. So these...
You can feel they are very nervous.
And they may well be nervous. One misstep could mean war, and that would have costs for the world. To understand why, you need to look here, Taiwan's version of Silicon Valley.
Our very beginning of the process.
Happens here?
Yeah, from here.
In this factory, they're making a component essential to modern life. These silicon wafers will be used to make semiconductors, vital chips that power planes, cars and computers. Taiwan makes 90% of the world's most advanced ones. Without it, global supply chains would crumble. It's hard to overemphasize just how fundamental a product like this is to the functioning of the whole global economy. And semiconductors are just one way in which Taiwan punches enormously above its weight in terms of technological development, manufacturing and trade. Disruption to a place like this would be economically catastrophic. Even the suggestion of it is already having an impact. This company's building its new plant in Texas. Part of the reason is the uncertainty here.
If Taiwan is not able to steadily supply the products to the world, I think in weeks, the world high-tech supply chain will have a very big impact in weeks. In the past 20 years, we have never been asked so frequently, like recently, so many customers ask you that, hey, Doris, tell me that what if anything goes wrong? What's your contingency plan?
This is still a vibrant economy. It's not as if firms are leaving en masse, but the long-term view is still uncertain. The impact of threats, very real. Helen Ann Smith, Sky News in Taiwan.
Our Asia correspondent Brent O'Halloran joins us live now from Taipei. Brent, it's not just one chip company fearing a war is imminent, is it?
Exactly, Laura. There are concerns across that vitally important sector and across the region. The world's biggest semiconductor maker, TSMC, is setting up a site in Arizona and is in talks to open plants in Japan and Germany. TSMC is a giant in chip making. It makes roughly 90% of the most advanced semiconductors, the tech which pretty much powers all your smart devices. Now, that overseas push has some here in Taiwan concerned that the territory is losing its so-called silicon shield. It has long been suggested that China wouldn't invade Taiwan due to the devastating impact it would have on the chip-making industry and global supply chains. Basically, China, it has been argued, would be shooting itself in the foot. But with more companies, like the one featured in our report earlier, looking at offshoring, that silicon shield somewhat weakens. Now, Taiwan's president met with a delegation of visiting US lawmakers this week. It appears semiconductors were a key point of their discussion.
Facing authoritarian expansionism and post-pandemic economic challenges, we hope that Taiwan can continue to make good use of its capabilities in the semiconductor industry. We will work with like-minded partners to build a sustainable supply chain for democracy chips. This will help the Taiwanese, US and global economies continue to prosper and develop.
Also, Laura, the Philippines president this week revealed his country made contingency plans to evacuate all Filipinos from Taiwan following those Chinese live-fire drills around Taiwan when the former US House Speaker visited in August. President Marcos told the Financial Times the situation here is, quote, very worrisome, end quote. A view many others share, Laura.
Brent, thanks so much. Plenty happening in that part of the world where you are right now.